Hi guys, good morning. How are you? Or good afternoon, wherever you are joining in from. How are you doing? So, we're talking about income. We're talking about income, making money, passive income. The other day on Saturday, I told you, hi guys, hi, thank you for joining. Please leave me a message. Let me know where you're joining us from. So, making money. Everybody loves the money talk. Everybody loves us to talk about money. So, on Saturday, by popular demand, when I went live on Saturday, someone had asked me to talk about income and making money. And being that making money is something I am really very passionate about, I obliged. And then I said I was going to like put together something. I said I was going to put together a couple of things and kind of breaking down the teachings and just talking about money basically. And yeah, I tried to see if I could do that, at least to give our study a framework. So today we're talking about passive income, or not passive income, we're talking about multiple streams of income. So yeah, I'm glad to have you on this live show. Yeah, I've always enjoyed it when people join in, and yeah, let's make it an interactive one. Let's make it something worth our time and worth the while. So if you can hear me, if you are interested in the money talk, please do leave me a message in the comment section, and don't forget to thumbs up this video wherever you are joining me from. So yeah, let's talk about multiple streams of income. So today I would speak to us about how to have multiple streams of income. We'll start from the reason why we should have multiple streams of income, and then why it is important, and then how to generally create a multiple streams of income. And the truth is that the money talk is not always, people think that money is difficult, money is hard. Being someone who works every day to put an extra cash in my pocket, I would love to tell you that money and making money is an essential part of living, and not just making money, because some of us say, oh, I have a job, or oh, I have a business, and that is just about it. As good as that is, or as good as that may seem, it is also important that you have multiple streams of income. And why should you have multiple streams of income? Number one is because you know that a table has four legs. Okay, a table has four legs. Just imagine a table with just one leg. It can't stand. Okay, it is any small, even if it tries to stand. Alpha, welcome. So even if the table tries to stand, oh, what's that? That paint stuff. Okay. Thank you. What's this one?
Chicken shawarma.
Thank you. So even if the table tries to stand, but because it has one leg, any gbasgbos will throw the table away and fling it away. So that is why everyone who is at a stage or age where they need to make money, or where they can make money, should try to not just have one stream of income, but multiple streams of income. So yeah, please, by way of engagement, tell me in 2025, when you started 2025, what was your biggest monetary goal? Have you arrived at your monetary goal? Have you exceeded your monetary goal? Do you think you would get to your monetary goal before the end of 2025? Hi Rebecca, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. So do you think that multiple streams of income is risky? I think it is. Having one stream of income is very risky, because let's assume you have a job, maybe a 9 to 5 or an 8 to 4, whatever it is you are calling it, or you have a business, so to say. Just imagine one day in your 9 to 5, you wake up and you come to work and they sack you. Between that time that you've lost your job and whenever you're going to get another job, you are out of job, you don't have an income. But just imagine if you had other things on the side you're doing. If you lose one stream of income, you still have the opportunity to at least earn something while you're looking for the main job that gives you your main income. So that is why you need to have a multiple stream of income. One for the cases of job loss, another one for inflation. Inflation can affect your business. There are businesses that have gone into extinction since we started experiencing mad inflation in Nigeria. Okay, so in cases of inflation, it is very, very necessary. Chamaka, hi, how are you doing? Yeah, thank you for joining. So another reason why you need to have a multiple stream of income is in cases of emergencies. And I would like to say at this juncture that your multiple streams of income does not have to have the same channel of payment. Just imagine you have 5 streams of income and the 5 of them pays you at the end of the month. That is still risky, no matter how much money it is. It is risky. So have multiple streams of income. Some pays you daily, some monthly, some weekly, some yearly. I mean, it helps you sort out cases of emergencies. These are very, 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 very important. Just imagine somebody now falls sick in the house, or there is something you really need to buy, but then you have to wait till the end of the month or till when your dividend now pays you at the end of the year. Very difficult situation to be in. So multiple streams of income is highly important. And then I would like to also say at this point that not all streams of income needs to be huge. People like to make it sound like I'm into real estate, I am investing into agriculture, I'm making some oil and gas. I'm making some huge oil and gas investment. All your streams of income doesn't have to sound that serious. It doesn't have to be that huge. It doesn't have to be one gang something. But some of your streams of income could be the tiny, tiny, tiny drops of water that, of course, makes a mighty ocean. Okay? It could be the small, small 1,000. You two should not give me a strike. You should be the one. Do you want earpiece?
Hmm?
Do you want earpiece?
No.
YouTube should not. I don't blame you. It's me that offered my earpiece to you that I blame. So your multiple streams of income could be the small, small nairas and dollars that adds up to something huge, or your salary. Like, it doesn't have to be something huge. All of it doesn't have to be something huge. Okay, so let me talk about the 4 major types of income that we have. Income has major parts, and to be honest, there are 4 major. So we have an economist in the house that's already talking. So we have the active income, we have the passive income, like Wisdom has already said. We have the digital income. I would call that digital income, and then I'll call the 4th one the side hustle. Okay, so the first one, which is the active income, has to be like your day-to-day job, like your full-time job, and it could be anything you do for maybe your monthly pay, or your gigs that you do, or the coaching, the consulting, all those big ones that gives you money at the end of the month. Have I mentioned the 9 to 5? That is where it comes in. So those are the active income. These ones are really, really, really active. Please don't forget to thumbs up this video if you're joining the live. So the active income are those ones you do that brings you the higher and the larger sum of money, and the pay could come in at the end of the month or something like that. Then we have the passive income, which could also be called the investment income. That is where all the real estate, the buying of stocks and dividends, the businesses that are automated, more like all these ones that you have to make a huge commitment into, and then you get the returns little by little over a period of time. Some of them could even last up to a lifetime, like when you invest into real estate. So those ones are the passive income. So I'll talk about, I don't know, please, if you have a question, just leave it in the comment section so we could talk about that. So I've talked about the passive income, and it's also called the investment income. The next one is the digital income, which is where what we are doing comes in. Okay, the digital income, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, influencing, all these things that you have to do in the digital space, and also selling of digital products like what is this thing? What do they call it? Affiliate marketing. Yes, that is where affiliate marketing also comes in. All those on-demand skills and jobs that you do, copywriting, freelancing, all this designing, social media management, content creating, all of them fall into the digital income. You see, the services you render, even if it's ghostwriting too and copywriting, all these things, they come into the digital income. whatever you do that does not necessarily need you to, check into an office space every morning or every other day or every other week, but you can do the job from the comfort of your home. All these remote jobs, you can do it from the comfort of your home, just with your phone or your computer, and deliver on task. Those are digital incomes. Okay, so creating a YouTube channel, creating a social media channel, basically Facebook too, especially for people that have gotten to monetization, or you have what it takes to get you to monetization. These are digital incomes. Okay, and then finally, I don't want this life today to drag. Finally, we have the side hustle income. This one can be just about anything. Okay, side hustles are plenty, and the truth is that some of these income settings that we've mentioned could even fall into the scope of side incomes. Okay, but then you can do a whole lot of side incomes selling things. If you're not selling bags, you're selling shoes, you're selling food, you're selling food items, you're selling beauty products, or you're rendering beauty services, you're doing e-commerce, anything that is in the e-commerce line, you're doing drop shipping, you're doing what's this one that they call it again, personal shoppers. All those side incomes that you do outside of your main job falls into the scope of side hustle. So side hustles are very important, because sometimes, when we finish doing the 9 to 5, sometimes we have the extra 4 5 hours. What can you do with that extra 4 5 hours, instead of just lying around chatting away on your phone? Please, if she comes, let me know. Instead of just lying around chatting away on your phone and just gazing into the sky, you need to have.
Should I call United, let her speak to them? But this is almost 2 o'clock.
What did she say?
She has not responded yet.
But did she read it?
No, not yet. I already called her.
Okay. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Sorry for that. Um, all these things that fall into the small business ideas. Another thing, another name you can give to it is small business ideas. So these ones are the side hustle. So what are the types of income streams that I have mentioned so far? I've mentioned the active income, the passive income, the digital income, and the side hustle. So don't forget that. So yeah, how do you choose the right stream of income for you? I think this one is where everybody what is it called, gets agitated, and they just want to know, how do I, okay, I know these things, but how can I choose the right income stream for me? Yes, I know I have this. Let us see how to narrow it down. Okay, so the first one is, let me ask you to think about the skills you already have. So what skill do you have? Think about it. Anything that is a skill that you can easily use and convert it to money. Think about it and let me know those skills that you have. So what are the skills that you have? What are the skills that you already have? What are the passions you enjoy? So, and then what are the resources that are available to you? So let me ask you, so what skills do you have? This is the first step to choosing the right the right stream of income for yourself. What skill do you have? Do you have a digital skill? Do you have a physical skill? Like, is there a skill that you have that is physical, that is not digital? Maybe something you can do with your hands, or you have a digital skill. I think there are two types of skills: digital skills and then handwork, basically. So what are genuinely enjoy doing? What is that thing that you would consider to be your passion? What is that thing you genuinely love? Like when they wake you up by 2 a.m., by 3 a.m., by what 12 a.m. and tell you do this, you will do it with every level of joy. Those things you enjoy doing can be translated to income if you put yourself into doing it. Okay, now what are the when you've identified the skills you have and the things you enjoy to do, now let's take it down further to ask, what resources do you have available to you at your disposal? Those resources you have available to you makes the difference. And what are the resources? Whenever we talk about resources, oftentimes we limit it to money. And the truth is, resources does not always have to be money. As important as money is, and as truthful as it is that money can be one major resources, the truth is that money is not the only available resources you have. So do you have money? Money is number one. Do you have time? Because the truth is, you might have money, you might have the other resources we would still mention, but you do not have time to carry out this, what is it called now, to carry out these things, maybe to now exercise your skill, to exercise whatever it is you have at your disposal. So do you have money? Do you have time? Do you have access to internet, good internet? So do you have access to good internet? And finally, do you have the tools to carry out this skill of yours? Case in point, you have a digital skill. Maybe you know how to, what is it, cyber security, or that is ethical hacking and all that. What is virtual assistants, but then you don't have a computer, you don't have a good phone that can help you do this job. You see, you don't have the tools, and then you might now be looking for the first resources we mentioned, which is money, to help you purchase the tool. But let us assume you have the tool. You see that what you're looking for now is no longer the money. Maybe you have the tool, but you don't have the time. So these things has to be clear to you. With the skill you have, what necessary resources do you need to help you actualize your financial goal? Okay, so yes. Now, if you don't have any of this, let us now move over to the next one. What is the framework of getting these things? The first one I would say is learn a skill, okay, which is also the first one we mentioned. What skill do you have? So, in cases where you don't have a skill, what do you do? Learn a skill. Get yourself either a digital skill or a handwork, or just learn something, but learn a skill. Don't ever give up on improving yourself to learn something new. Okay, so learn a skill. And how do you learn a skill? Start by learning something that is easy to learn. With the time you have at your disposal, with the resources you have, which of these skills that you have at your disposal, maybe some other time we can talk about skills, okay, all of them, just mention them, okay, but which of the skills that you already know and have interest in is easier for you? Years, the next 3 years of your life learning, which one can you learn in the shortest time possible? So when you find out that one you can learn, then when you learn it, or when before you even start learning it, you need to also find out which one, for the cases where you don't have money, because let's not forget that money is another resources that we need to have available. So you will now start looking out for which of these skills is cheapest for you to learn, low cost to start, and it is cheaper for you to learn. It has a low capital, whatever was the word, it is cheaper for you to start. Okay, so and then the final one is, what is the potential for for steady growth? Can this business grow? Okay, if I take my time and put in my resources to learn this skill, to learn this business, can it grow? What is the potential growth? What is, I mean, before I even started learning several things, I started asking myself, if I start doing this business or if I start doing this job, what is the system of growth for me? How quickly can I grow with this skill I am learning? So that is where you should also ask yourself a lot of questions. Learn something easy for you to learn, like I said, and then what? Something that is cheap for you to start, low cost to start, and then finally is the potential for steady growth. These three things, don't ever look down on it. Hmm. Have you been getting value so far? Do you find the video interesting? Please let me know in the comment section. Let us try to wrap it up. Okay, so let me give you, I wanted to do this in 30 minutes so that even for people that are rewatching will not have to watch for so long. I mean, data is something. That's why I've just been doing and talking. So let me give you some things to do and some things to look out for. So this week, I want you to write down 3 possible income streams you can start. Write it down. 3 possible, at least good enough. Today is Monday, it's a new week. So write down 3 possible income streams you can start. Then choose one and take the first step. Don't forget, our first step is what? With the skills you already have, okay, the passions you enjoy. So knowing all these things, write down 3 possible income streams you can start, and then choose one out of the three and take the first step. So the second thing, give an example. So create, give yourself a step-by-step guide on how to start it. Okay, for you to start a YouTube channel, for instance, we've talked about that YouTubing or creating vlogs and doing what I am doing is also a digital income. Okay, so it is also a means for earning money digitally. So I am giving you an assignment to create a YouTube channel. But if you don't like your face on YouTube, you don't like people to watch you, you feel you don't have the confidence for camera, it is fine. You can also start by creating blogs where you can write. You can start by even creating a faceless YouTube channel. Just that faceless YouTube channels has its own wahala, but I don't want to go into conversations about faceless YouTube channels now because it is really broad. Maybe one of the days, if I can get social media oracle to join our live, he can talk about YouTube. So but yeah, if you want to earn digital skills, just create your first step. Create something that gives you that what is it called, create something that gives you the first step to be able to start with the skill. Okay, so yes, like I said, your assignment for this week is writing down 3 possible streams of incomes and then choose one and start with the first step you need to take. So yes, we've gotten to this point and I would want to use this next 1 minute to take questions. If you have any questions, please ask me. If you have any confusions with whatever it is I have said in the past or earlier on in this live stream, you can also ask me. So ask me any question based on what we've talked about. We were talking about multiple streams of income. How do you create a multiple stream of income? So I started by telling you the reason why you need a multiple stream of income, and I used the analogy of a table on one leg cannot stand. So multiple streams of income helps you to diversify. Okay, it helps you to diversify your income. So there are reasons why you should have more streams of income. in cases of job loss, in cases of inflation, in cases of emergencies, in cases of many things, even there are many. So let me not go back. You can also watch again. So what are the types of income? We have the four major types of income. We have the active income, the passive income, the digital income, the side hustle. So we talked about how to choose the right stream of income for you. The first one is the skill you already have, the passion you have, and the resources that are available to you. And what are the resources that are available to you? The resources available may be money, it could be time, it could be internet access, or the tools you need to create these she's here. Okay. So, or the tools you need to create these streams of income. So yeah, if you really enjoyed us with this short stream of income, with this talk about money, yeah, just leave us a thumbs up, and then I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And she told them what to do.